Plot summary of Bullet in the Brain by Tobias Wolff. Anders is a book critic who is known for being short-tempered and rude. When he goes to the bank, he gets stuck behind two women who are having a stupid conversation. The bank teller closes her station, prompting the two women to make sarcastic comments about her. They look at Anders because they think he will join in their jokes. Even though Anders hates the teller as much as the women do, he won't play along with them. Instead, he makes fun of them. After this sarcastic conversation, two men in masks walk into the bank, and one of them puts a gun to the neck of the bank guard. The man tells everyone in the bank to be quiet or they'll be dead meat. Anders can't help but be sarcastic, so he makes fun of the criminal's overused words. The other robber puts the bank guard in handcuffs and knocks him to the ground. He then gives each of the bank tellers a plastic bag. When the robber comes to the empty window, he asks who usually works there. The bank teller who just left her job says it is hers. When the robber threatens her, Anders says to the women he made fun of before, "Justice is done." One of the thieves hears Anders's comment and threatens him by putting his gun against his stomach. The thief asks Anders if he thinks that he is playing games. Anders says no, but he has to stop himself from laughing because it's too funny. Anders looks into the eyes of the masked robber and finally starts to feel uneasy. Because of this, the robber calls him a bright boy and asks if Anders is trying to flirt with him. When Anders says no, the robber tells him to look up at the painted ceiling. Anders starts to criticize the ceiling in his mind. The robber asks Anders what's so funny about the painting on the ceiling, which he does in silence. Anders says it's nothing, so the criminal tells him he'll be history if he keeps messing around. Capiche? He asks Anders to make sure he gets it. Anders can't stop laughing when he hears the gangster movie cliché, so the robber shoots him right in the head. As the bullet moves through Anders's brain, different events from his past that he doesn't remember play out. In one scene, a college professor recites Aeschylus in Greek. When Anders was in college, this was a very moving moment for him. In another, Anders sees a woman kill herself and yells, "Lord have mercy." The last scene, which is the only one Anders remembers as he is shot, is from a baseball game he played as a child. Coyle's cousin, a boy from out of town, joins the game and asks to play shortstop, saying that it's the best position they is. Anders is happy about the mistaken pronunciation because it is unexpected. As this memory comes back to Anders, the bullet keeps moving through his brain. When the story ends, Anders is stuck between memory and death, thinking about the music of the words he mispronounced.
About the author. Tobias Wolff's parents got a divorce when he was 4 years old. His brother and father moved away, and he grew up in different states with his mother before settling in Seattle, Washington. In his 1989 book This Boy's Life, he talked about his nomadic childhood and the relationships his mother had. Wolff joined the army as a paratrooper when he was 19 and served during the Vietnam War. He then went to the University of Oxford to get his bachelor's and master's degrees. He then got a fellowship, and in 1978, he started writing for a living at Stanford University. Then, from 1980 to 1997, he taught creative writing at Syracuse University. There, he taught famous writers like George Saunders and Mary Karr. In the Garden of the North American Martyrs, his first collection of short stories, came out in 1981. After that, he wrote a memoir, a novella that won an award, The Barracks Thief, and a collection of short stories about his time in Vietnam. Wolff was also a good editor and compiler of short stories from the 1980s to the 1990s. For example, he helped publish A Doctor's Visit, short stories by Anton Chekhov. Then, in 2003, he wrote Old School, a book about plagiarism, and in 2008, he wrote Our Story Begins, a book of short stories.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.